All right, let's dive right in. Today we're going to talk about something that could fundamentally change how businesses deal with one of their biggest headaches, all that paperwork. We're looking at the full document lifecycle, totally supercharged by BlackStone AI. I mean, just think about it for a second. Every single contract, every invoice, every government form, it's a huge mountain of information. And right now, it takes countless hours for really smart, skilled people to just read it, understand it, and then figure out what to do next. This isn't just a minor hassle, it's a massive drag on productivity. So, what's the fix? Well, it's not just about scanning docs or turning them into text. The real game changer is a full cycle approach. A system that can handle a document from the very second it shows up, all the way to creating a brand new one in response. The whole shebang, from start to finish. And it all begins right here with the first and, honestly, the most important step: data extraction. This is way more than just reading. This is about teaching documents in all their crazy different forms to speak a language that a computer can actually understand fluently. And just look at the variety here. We're not talking about simple, clean, typed-up contracts. Nope. This AI can chew through complex government forms, super dense financial statements. It can even read messy, handwritten text on things like passports and vehicle registrations. That is a massive leap forward. You see, and this is the key. The system isn't just taking a picture of the words. It's actually understanding them. It's pulling out specific data points and knowing their context. It knows the difference between a person's name and their address, or an invoice total and a contract date. It literally creates structured, usable information out of total chaos. Okay, so once all that data is pulled out and neatly organized, what happens next? Well, that brings us to stage 2, analytics and monitoring. This is where we turn all that raw data into actual, actionable intelligence. And here's a perfect real-world example: a credit check. First, the AI just ingests the entire pile of application documents. Then, it automatically checks that information against all the rules, both internal and external. If it finds anything sketchy or risky, it flags it for a human to look at. And then it can help make that final call, approve or deny. It's a completely automated workflow. But it doesn't just stop with the documents you feed it. Oh no. The system is also proactive. It's constantly scanning the horizon, right? It's on the lookout for new regulations that could affect your business. It's tracking news that might impact your partners. And it's even spotting opportunities in government procurement portals. It's kind of like having a whole team of analysts working for you 24/7. So, we've got an AI that can read and analyze. But to be really, truly powerful, it needs to connect to the outside world and actually do something. And that brings us to our third stage: integration and creation. This is where things get really cool. The system plugs directly into official registries, notary services, legal databases, you name it. It can perform real-time verification and compliance checks that would take a person hours, if not days. It connects all the dots automatically, making sure every single piece of information is double and triple checked. And right here is where we close the loop. After all that reading, all that analyzing, all that verifying, the system doesn't just hand you a summary report. No way. It takes the next step. It actually creates the new documents for you. It can draft a whole new credit agreement or generate a formal approval protocol, all perfectly filled out with the correct, verified info. Okay, this all sounds really impressive in theory, but what does it actually mean for a business's bottom line? Let's get down to it and look at the real-world impact. And trust me, the numbers here are pretty staggering. First off, just check out how fast you can get this up and running. You can have a working prototype on day 1, a single day. A full testing cycle, just 3 months. This isn't some endless, multi-year IT project. It starts delivering real value almost immediately. And here it is, the big one. The system processes documents 30 times faster than a human expert. And we're not talking about a junior employee here. We're talking about an expert. That's not just an improvement, that is a complete transformation of efficiency. But here's the thing. This isn't about replacing people. It's about making them better. The AI handles about 80% of the workload, all the repetitive, time-sucking tasks. And that frees up your human experts, your lawyers, to focus on the most complex 20%, the stuff where their skill and judgment are absolutely crucial. So, what does all that insane efficiency and expert focus actually add up to? How about a total economic benefit of $4.5 billion? That's with a B. That's in combined savings and new profit. At the end of the day, that is the ultimate metric. This isn't just a productivity tool, it's a massive engine for creating value. Now, you'd think that would be the end of the story, right? The document gets read, analyzed, integrated, and a new one is created. The value has been proven. But the cycle wasn't quite complete. There was still one final little step missing. A fully integrated electronic signature. This is it, the final piece of the puzzle. Now, the entire life cycle, from the moment you receive a document to the moment you execute the response, can happen inside one single, seamless digital system. No more printing, no scanning, no manual signing. The loop is now officially closed. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. When all that friction from paperwork just vanishes, when your documents stop being passive stacks of paper and become active, intelligent assets for your company, what does that unlock? What new speeds, what new opportunities does that make possible for your business? That's the real change we're talking about. Thanks for tuning in.